I'm not late, dude. I'm right on time, baby. 6:30. You need to check your clocks, man. What's happening, everybody? Good morning. Blah, 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 blah. Good morning. I had one of those nights where I woke up in the same position I fell asleep in. Ugh. What's going on out there? Dude, Robo Steve, I'm going to ban you. I'm going to ban you. What's up, pizza? Woke up a bunch last night. Yeah. I have been sleeping better than I usually do. But yeah, I still have those nights where yeah. When that used to happen, I would just drink some vodka and go back to sleep. What's up, Don? How you doing, man? When I quit drinking, they gave me some sleeping aids. I forget what they're called. But they were, I don't know, they were kind of weird. They did help me sleep, but I would take it like a half an hour. Well, no, probably an hour before I went to bed, and I would start getting a little sleepy, but then my legs would start like feeling restless, and then I would just lay down anyways, and it would start feeling like, oh man, I'm gonna be up all night. My legs are like kicking, and then I would just fall asleep. So it was kind of weird. That is the worst feeling. The restless legs is the worst. The worst. No, it wasn't Ambien, no. When I was younger, I used to trip balls on Ambien. That shit was weird. It was nice. I sent it off to the new owner. And I'm sure he will be very happy with it. What's up, dude? Busy packing up gunslingers, probably. Right on. Love the areas. Yeah. It was really, really nice. Really nice. Yeah, Ambien's bizarre. It's like it's not really like tripping because it's weird. It's hard to explain. Basically, if you take it and you stay up past when your body should be sleeping, your mind kind of like starts dreaming when you're still awake. I remember one time when I took it, I was hanging out in my friend's car, which is what you do when you're in high school, hang out in cars. It was late at night. I took some, and I thought, I was like, everything felt normal. And then I just looked down at the floor of the car, and there were like thousands of these little jumping frogs covering the floor of the car. And I was like, just staring at them, like thinking they were real because I didn't feel like I was high. Yeah, it was really bizarre. Halcyon? What are you talking about, Halcyon? We had a small little cult in the middle of our town. It was a town inside of a town called Halcyon. and they were in some kind of cult. They even had like a temple. That's weird. I don't know what you're referring to. Oh yeah, that's not good. Pills and booze, no bueno, no bueno. Yeah, yeah, sounds familiar. That's funny. I don't know about great, but interesting. I wouldn't take it nowadays. Morphine and liquor. I never got into the booze and opiates thing. I was just a straight opiates guy. I was always pretty careful. Like I never mixed booze with it or other stuff. I was just a straight up heroin guy. That's cool, man. Yeah, the knife community has actually a lot of people that have gotten out of addictions and are doing fine. It's pretty interesting because the percentage of people that are able to do that is pretty low. Most of my friends that I grew up with doing drugs are still doing them or dead. Dilaudid and Everclear, fuck, gnarly. That's good, man. Where you drink Cobras? So for 3 years, nice, man. Congrats. I think I've been off booze for maybe four, like right around there. Are they ex junkies? That's so funny. Nobody's ever told me that, but I just kind of got that vibe from them. That's funny. Keystone or Rolling Rock? Rolling Rock's not bad. Keystone, ugh, that's a little nasty. I definitely used to drink cheap beer too. I'd usually get Pabst or like Coors or something, which I guess Coors is not like shit beer. Some people really like Coors. Never into alcohol. Yeah, it was kind of weird for me. It was when I was in high school, I started drinking heavy, and then I got into the hard stuff, and then only did the hard stuff for a long time. Um, Went to a bunch of different rehabs. Finally, went to one that worked. It was a year long, and then I was done with the hard stuff, and then I was completely sober for another like I don't know 2 years after the rehab, and then I slowly started drinking again, and then that progressively got worse and worse and worse until I was drinking all day, every day, and then that was probably 5 years ago, and then I ended up going to a hospital detox for alcohol, and after that, I've been clean and sober now for probably almost 5 years. I've been off the hard stuff for a long time, like 10 maybe, around 10. Every drink one between the age of 15 and 21. Yeah. Well, that's good. That's good. You're able to stop the drugs. And yeah, if you can drink responsibly, that's awesome. I did for a pretty long time. I drank responsibly for a pretty long time, but it just slowly got more and more and more. And then I had something real shitty happen in my life that kind of triggered me uh, wanting to be drunk constantly. And so I did. Richter, what's up, my dude? Pain pills, yeah. Did you start those from an injury or just random? So I know a lot of people get an injury and then they get hooked on pills. Yeah, that's the worst. That is the worst. Valium and Coke. I haven't heard that one. Sounds kind of fun. Yeah, that's pretty rare. And yeah, it is the best feeling. The best. Yeah. I guess we are all still addicts in a way because I can't see myself quitting buying knives, that's for sure. I don't know what I'd do with myself. That's a common thing for addicts and alcoholics to say. I don't know what I'd do with myself if I didn't drink. Just sit around. Didn't have issues getting off opiates from surgeries. Cool, good for you, man. Yeah, some people, yeah, everyone's different. I had an ex-girlfriend that was one of those people that could quit smoking really like easy. Like she would smoke, you know, regularly for months and then just stop one day and be totally fine. It was bizarre. Why is my thing shaking? Poltergeist. Nothing yet. I'm still in my PJs, but I'm going golfing this morning with my sister and mom, and then I'm going over to my folks' house to build my dad a gate for his backyard. What will I carry? Probably. I mean, who am I kidding? It's going to be the Rosie. It's hard for me to carry anything else on the weekends because I don't get to carry it during the week. And when it's finally the weekend, I'm like, yes, it's Rosie time, baby. Yeah, man. The only way I was able to quit smoking was going to a Juul, switching from smoking to a Juul, and then from a Juul to the Zins, and that's where I'm at right now. And I'm cutting back on the Zins for sure because they're giving me acid reflux. So soon I will be completely nicotine free. I just had to take it really slow. That was the only thing that worked for me. Why does it keep shaking? Oh, you had a heart attack, man? That's fucking scary. Yeah, that would do it for me too. Shit. You too? Damn. Yeah, I've heard that from a few people. They just literally physically couldn't smoke anymore. So that's what did it. I know it's weird, man. The weirdest part and the hardest part is not doing stuff with your hands. I really feel like it is because I mean, I work in a shop where I can smoke cigarettes in the shop. So I would just have a cigarette hanging out of my mouth like all day, you know, and just having like something to do feels really good. And then when you don't have that, it's fucking weird. But switching to the Juul helps because that is something that you do hand to mouth, and then that kind of starts you down the path. And then when you're ready, you can go to like a nicotine pouch or just cold turkey from the Juul, or go to patches or whatever you want to do. Um, I bought a huge bag of sugar-free lollipops, and that helped me a lot. Just having a fucking sucker in your mouth to mess around with helped me a lot. I probably never would have quit, but my sister had her first baby, and my first time being an uncle. And when I was going to meet her for the first time in the hospital, my sister asked me if I could change my shirt so I wouldn't smell like cigarettes around the baby. And that was like, oh fuck, I'm the nasty piece of shit. I need to fucking stop this. And soon after I did. Yeah, definitely. 35, being in a shave. Yeah, that sucks, man. That's scary. Super scary. Glad you're all right. I'm sure you've probably been trying to be a little healthier since that. No, I would. Smoking since 12. Where I'm at, it's over 10. So if you lived where I did, you would be quit already. Yeah, $10 is crazy. I mean, I'm only 33, but when I first started smoking when I was like 15, I remember packs were only like $4, 4.50 maybe. Crazy. Snuffs, yeah, pretty much the same thing as Zans, right? That pretty much the same. Yeah, yeah. It took a while for all my clothes to stop smelling like smoke. You know, like all the flannels and stuff I don't wash regularly had to like be cycled in the wash a few times. It took about a month, maybe more, for all my clothes to be washed a few times and for the smoke smell to go away. Rat, you mean bad? Under $3 a pack, yeah. What's your cigarette of choice? For me, for a long time, it was Camel filters for me. And then my last probably 3 or 4 years, I switched to American Spirits, which even that transition kind of sucks because your body's used to all the chemicals that are in Camels. Or, I mean, Marlboros are the worst. Those have a shit ton of chemicals. But your body is addicted to the chemicals. When I switched to American Spirits, I was not satisfied. My body was like, "You're not smoking cigarettes. Get me a real cigarette." Damn, dude. You were nicotined up. Oh, I know, man. I fucking love it too. It smells amazing. When I smell a cigarette now, I'm like, oh god, I love it. Delicious. But it started to get old. It started to get old. By the time I quit, I was definitely ready. I was done with it. So usually, in my experience with you, if you want to quit something, you have to wait until you're like 100% ready to do it, or else it's just not going to work out. What's up, Byron? Nice, yeah, yeah. I know a lot of people that were able to switch to vape. The only thing is with vape, I don't think it's very healthy to do like super long term. I think probably as a tool to get off cigarettes, it's a great thing. Like what I did with Juul. Um, Long term, I don't know if it's great. Probably isn't great. They were 9 something when I quit. Yeah, in some places over 10. Yeah, they burn a lot slower. Yeah, I would smoke half of one and then put it back in the pack and then smoke the other half later. TS Prof. It's great, man. The only thing is, it doesn't come with the clamp that I need for sharpening smaller knives, or really regular knives. The clamp it comes with is for like kitchen knives and big fixed blades. So that's really my only, and it's not really a complaint because you can just go buy the right clamp for you. Um, that and I like the really heavy base on the Hapstone a little better because you don't have to clamp it down. It's heavy enough to just sit on a table and not wiggle around as you're using it. The TS Prof comes with a clamp, so you just clamp it down. It's not a big deal. But yeah, those are the only reasons that I like the Hapstone a little better. But the TS Prof has its pluses too. It comes with stones, so you don't have to worry about that. Buying stones separately. I actually like the flip thing a little better on the TS Prof. So yeah, they both have the pros and cons. They're both very nice. Plus, the Hapstone sharpeners are made in Ukraine, and the TS Profs are made in Russia. It's just interesting. Get off the vape in the next year or two. Yeah, just I mean, you could do the weaning thing. You could switch to the Zins, but yeah, you can do it, man. Yeah, you could. You could drill a couple holes in it and screw it down. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Well, at least with the clamp it comes with, yeah. But you can buy a clamp that'll do it. Have Sonoras, yeah, that's the one I have. It's really nice, man. I also like the way the slider stone holder attaches better on the Hapstone. It's actually a magnet. On the TS Prof, it's like a bushing that the rod slides in and out of. Um, I just like the magnet thing. It's easy to pop it off, like when you're flipping the knife. You just boop, pull the magnet off, take off the stone holder, and then flip your knife so it's out of the way, and then boop, pop it back on. I don't think so. Let me see. Actually, yeah, there are 2 holes already in it. So you could use these 2 to screw it down to something. Yeah, for sure. But the flipping thing, what I mean about the flipping deal is you pull back this lever and then it just freely swings, and then you release it to lock it back in place. It's just kind of cool. It like really easily. With the Hapstone, it's like always under pressure. So it's a small thing. It's more of like it kind of feels cool this way. It's not like a real issue. But this one it kind of feels cool because it's so smooth. I haven't tried well, actually, I did try it with my my GEC 71, and it worked, but that was like really pushing it. I would not go smaller or skinnier than that. And this is a thin blade, so if you can do this decently, then yeah, you're good. It was actually a little too small. I wouldn't do something that small again. Yeah, the 6 inches, you should be good. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, you could do that or just screw it down. Yeah. I guess I'll show you the Hapstone while I'm at it. The way the Hapstone flips is you just grab it and it's got like a detent that it snaps in place. So you'd have to pull back a lever. It's like, it's hard to explain. There's a spring back here that's pulling it in, and you have to like break the detent to get it to roll. Then it pops back in. And then the stone holder sits right up here in this little dished magnet. That's kind of cool. Just pops right there, and then you do your thing. When you want to flip it, you can just pop it off of there. That's kind of cool. It's a sharpener. Nice sharpener. It's okay. It's definitely a little sore. That's definitely going to be a part of the testing, though, from now on with side opening autos, the shin whack. Later, brand new. See you, man. Options on stones. Just go to Grit-O-Matic, and there will be a bunch of options. Grit-O-Matic.com. You want to get the 6 inchers. Invent a system. That'd be cool. If I was going to actually make one, I feel like I'd need more precision equipment than I have. Welders do not deal with like fractions of an inch. You know, we deal with like 16ths maybe at the most, at least for what I do. And I don't have the tools to have tight tolerances. I just don't. Oh gosh. I want to tell you guys what I bought, but I can't. I got to keep it a secret. I did get this. Vosteed sent me a knife, and they said it was the mini Labrador, and I didn't know what it was. And I got it, and it is very mini. It almost looks like a joke. Like they took a regular size knife and just made it extremely small. It's weird. Look at how unbelievably tiny this thing is. It's really, really weird how small it is. It's bizarre. It's like a 3-finger knife, but it feels just like a shrunken down big knife. It's odd. Build a 2x72. Yeah, I've really wanted to for a while now. That's really the only thing holding me back from making better quality knives. You should see how I grind my bevels right now. It is disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. But yeah, even if you build it yourself, it is fairly pricey. You know, you got to get the rollers and all that stuff. I would like to. That would be a good project. If you know of like some blueprints that are fairly easy, let me know. No, I bought the Hapstone, and then they did send me the TS Prof. Yeah. Max Ace Neptune OTF. I haven't tried it. It looks pretty cool though. Yeah, I'm not a Vosteed fan. I love the Nightshade, and that's it. It's kind of their one-hit wonder for me, and everything else I could care less about. This thing, I mean, you know, it's a tiny titanium frame lock in 14C. It feels nice and thin behind the edge, you know. It's pretty thin blade stock. It'll probably cut, you know, well. It's weird. It's weird how small it is. I'll probably give it away. Pretty much every knife I get for free, I give away. Pretty much everyone. By what? This thing? Or the sharpener? Yeah, I'm gonna give away these rose crafts too after I do the cut test. I'm gonna give these away too. I'm tempted to keep this one, but I think I'll give it away. Max Ace Neptune. No, I don't really. I'm not a big OTF guy. The only one I like is the Benchmade Shootout, and that's because it cuts really well. Most OTFs don't. Thanks. Yeah. No. Like the stream, but I am not going to tell you about my newest acquisition. It was a thing where I was not expecting to buy it at all. In fact, I told myself I was not going to buy any more knives for the next month or two. But it popped up that it was available on my phone while I was at work. It's something that I've wanted for a while. It's very pricey. But it was something that would complete a collection of mine that I have going right now. And it's something that usually sells out like instantly, but I went and there was literally one left. And I was like, all right, this might be a sign. If I do the checkout process and it's still there, I will buy it. So I started the checkout process. I wasn't rushing. I was just like, I'm just gonna check out. Because part of me was like, I didn't want to spend the money, but the other half of me was like, yeah, dude, you should. So I checked out nice and regularly, slowly, clicked the buy button, and it bought it. So there you go. I'm really excited. And I did sizzle it, so. Dude, I think Sezzle has brought up my credit score like a lot. I think it has. My credit score is actually pretty good right now, and it used to not be good at all. But making Sezzle payments does affect your credit score, and I always make them on time. So I think that's what it is. Pretty sweet. Oh, really? That's it? Okay. I thought way more for whatever reason. Yeah, send me any stuff that you have. Morning, Chris. Nice. I want a Vero. That's been on my mind recently. Yeah, I was told the opposite, so I don't know. Maybe let's look it up here. Does making Sezzle payments affect your credit score? Yeah, it does. One of the many benefits of Sezzle is the ability to build your credit. By making payments on time, you can increase your credit score, whereas missed payments may adversely impact your credit score. Yeah. OTS and Blade Show. I don't know what that is. What is an OTS? Yeah, I know. I remember I was gonna buy one like last year, and it seemed like at least $1,000 for a decent one is kind of what the rate was. Definitely affects your credit, yeah. But it's always 204p or M390, right? It's one of those two. That is weird, yeah. But if it's between those two, I wouldn't really care personally. You missed which one you just talked about. The one you just bought, which knife wasn't? I have no idea what that means. Oh yeah, I was gonna look up them OTS. What is that thing? The brachial. Oh, out the side. Yeah. I usually don't hear it abbreviated like that. Sages. I saw a sage the other day and I was like, you know what? That's a spider code I should probably have and try. I've actually never tried one. 140, huh? I absolutely cannot buy any knives for the next month, probably, but I'll go tempt myself, I guess. Sage 5, carbon fiber. I like how the Spyderco word is almost like arched a little bit. It looks different than on normal Spydercos. I always thought that looked cool. S30V, okay. Compression lock. It's almost kind of a mix between a Para 3 and a Native 5. You know, it's not no hump or it's not the big hump. It's just like a smaller hump. Almost like a Manix 2 hump. In fact, yeah, almost exactly like the Manix 2 hump. Actually, it might be closer to like a Manix mixed with a Native 5, maybe. I feel like I would like it. I don't really want the carbon fiber one. I don't know if they use like the kind of shitty carbon fiber like on the smock or if it's actual good stuff. But I usually try to stay away from that. What? They have a drunken for 440? What the fuck? That is insane. Oh my god, that is weird. Usually it's much more, I thought. That's nice. Sage spider. You can get a lightweight sage for 150. A Maximate sage, that'd be sweet. That would be sweet. That's the sage, the original sage liner lock. $150. Wonder why most of these are the carbon fibers. Price hidden. $160 for the lightweight. Okay. Oh, are you driving? Yeah, I mean, I get why they do it, but yeah, it's definitely annoying. They use those two interchangeably, so one batch could be one batch could be the other, and they don't want to make two listings, you know? And they're essentially the same steel. Spidey Chef, yeah. I really like it, man. I think it could be ground a little thinner. But it's definitely a really good cutter. I need to do a cut test with it soon. Positron? Dunno. I dunno what that is. Positron. Interesting. Never seen that guy. Discontinued. What's up, Gas? Well, what are you guys going to carry today as we begin to wrap up here? I'm going with Rosie, and what slip joint am I going to carry today? Probably my GEC 15. This is a great weekend carry because it's on this, it's kind of smaller. By the way, this black ghost leather with the yellow underneath is looking so good. Yeah, probably carry my 15 today. It's great littler size, sheep's foot, sexy, super sexy. So yeah, I think that'll be my carry today. Rosie and the 15, baby. Nice. Another PM2. Sweet. Slip 5. Oh, yeah. Hinderer. Variant in QC9. Right on. I've been carrying my new Zippo with the bits pretty regularly too, and it actually works extremely well. Like I didn't know if the lid would kind of get in the way, but it really doesn't. It's great for adjusting knife pivots because they're usually a T8, and so I just keep the T8 right up here, and then something needs adjusting, just take it out of your pocket, boom, tighten it, boom, you're done. Way faster, and it's a nice package. It's not long and pointy like a driver would be. I love it. It's really nice. Awesome, man. Yeah, you're gonna love it. Land me on slip 7. Sweet. Deadlock eject stream. And an Osborne. Red Horse Knife. The Hellraiser. Nice. Prayer 3 lightweight knife Joker crew wear. Sweet. Gannett. Right on. Oh, it did. Good. Yeah, that's what I've been hearing. The cubits do kind of soften up a little bit once that, the interaction between the button and that part of the scale where the button pops up into gets kind of like worn down a little bit. So that's good. I have noticed it on mine too, and I didn't want it to get. I don't know. I liked how strong it was when I first got it, and I was just hoping it wasn't gonna, break in too much, but it hasn't. It's still perfect. It's actually, I like it better now. I can reverse flick easier, and it's still just unbelievably poppy. Love this thing. Absolutely love it. What's up, Joe? We're about to end it, but good to see you. Sweet. Good luck on that. Have fun. A Razel and an Appalachian? Sweet. That's got to be one of the better Savibis. I need to give this away, by the way. I will soon. This is the gunslinger, the kind of the poor man's gunslinger. You got the reverse flick. You got the really nice top flip. Imagine if the gunslinger had like a top flipper like this. That would be cool. It's a really great knife. It's got a really thin hollow grind, like super thin. This thing is a really good cutter. Top flipper works amazingly. All methods. The over the top is so easy. Reverse flick, great. It's just really good. Really, really good. Well, what's that, Bottom? We're just ending the stream, and it's good to see you. That's it. Gotta get ready for golf. Got tea time. Love you guys. Thanks for hanging out. Have a good weekend. Enjoy it. And I'll see you soon. All right. Later.